Hi everyone, my name is Basma and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my capstone project for my Capstone DCIM course. For my project, I decided to do a series of blog posts that explore artificial intelligence and how it shapes personal branding. So, in this blog, I'm going to discuss why I picked this topic, what I learned from it, the challenges I came across, and why all of it matters in the digital age. So I chose this topic because, as we all know, AI is becoming a big part of almost everything that we do online nowadays. AI tools are behind almost every platform, including Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, etc. They help with suggestions, edits, and more. Personal branding used to be something that people would build over time and slowly through their personality and content. However, AI has changed the way that people present themselves, sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a bad way. In my project, I wanted to explore both the good and the bad, and also the ethics of it. I wanted to understand how AI can support personal branding, but also how it can harm us with overuse. I believe my topic is important because so many people use AI nowadays. It's important to understand the risks and the impact it has on people and their identities and their personal brand. My project includes 3 full blog posts, each focusing on a different part of AI and personal branding. The first post discusses how AI shapes personal branding. The second one discusses the ethics of using AI in personal branding. And the last one explores how to build an AI-enhanced personal brand. For each blog post, I provided examples and research to back up any claims I made. I also connected my blogs to real-world actions that people actually do when posting online. My entire goal of my project was to write something that felt relatable and useful so that everyone can benefit from even just a quick read. In my blogs, I used multiple research sources that helped me understand AI and how it works in personal branding today. Some of my biggest insights were that AI helps people save time and stay consistent. Tawari explained how AI tools increase engagement on social media and help users understand their audiences and their wants better. This makes it easier to plan and see what works for everyone. Next is that AI improves writing and design. Tools like ChatGPT, Canva, and Grammarly help people write clearly, edit any mistakes, and design posts faster and easier. This makes personal branding feel more professional, especially for beginners. A main issue was that AI can make content sound fake if it's used too much. Henderson talks about how audiences can lose their trust with a creator when their content feels robotic and not genuine. People follow and keep up with you because they like you and relate to you, not a machine. So if your tone lacks emotion and everything begins to sound the same, your brand begins to lose its personality. Next is that AI systems can be biased. Demelo Gupta and Tamanani explained this by discussing how AI tools can sometimes be biased and show little to no diversity, since they output what they are being fed in terms of data. This can accidentally harm your personal brand if you're not careful and not paying attention to these patterns. Lastly is that humans still play the most important role. University of California conducted research that explains that AI should support humans, not replace them. This idea really shaped my project because although AI can give suggestions, humans should be the ones still making the final decisions. This is especially important in personal branding because your voice, decisions, and your values truly matter. These sources helped me see the full picture, that AI is powerful, but its balance and responsibility is a necessity when using it. One challenge I faced when I was writing about my personal brand was trying not to sound like AI myself. It felt a little ironic, but this made me understand even more why people need to be careful when using AI tools. Another thing I struggled with was balancing the pros and the cons. Before doing this project, I only had good things to say about AI and personal branding, but after conducting my own research, it was hard to not let the negatives outweigh the positives. I didn't want to give AI such a bad rep, but I also didn't want to make my audience unaware of the negatives. One of the biggest challenges was thinking about my own online presence when working on my project. The research I did was making me think if I was doing any of these mistakes unintentionally. However, it made me realize that the most important thing with my personal brand is just staying true to who you are, even when technology tries to take over. This topic is important in the digital age because many people rely on AI without realizing how much it affects the way we communicate. Personal branding is becoming more automated, which is exciting but is also risky. AI can help us reach a much larger audience, look more professional, and save us a lot of time. However, it can also change your voice and hide your true values, and sometimes you can spread unwanted bias. So we have to be more aware, thoughtful, and most importantly, honest when we're using AI. It's not going away, it's only getting stronger. So learning how to use it responsibly is a skill that everyone needs, especially students like me in the technology field. All in all, my biggest takeaway from my project is that AI is a helpful tool, but it should never replace humans or your real self. Your ideas, values, and personality are what make your brand unique and why people choose to support you. Thank you all so much for watching. Check the description for more information on my project and my portfolio.